been trying to figure out how I was going to address this. I feel naked with no tarot cards and really nothing in front of me, and I kind of look like a goober today. But, what do you do when someone tells you you have negative energy, or you've been cursed, or you have bad luck? What now? What do we do? Well, the first thing we do is we try not to really feed into it. A lot of times, I'm sure if any of you have gone down a witchy path, I have. You'll look into certain spells, binding spells, return to sender spells, all that stuff. And I've done it. I've done plenty of protection spells. I've done plenty of, I swear there's a storm every time I try to film lately. I've done all those things. But I find that the most powerful, I guess, let's stick with powerful, and long lasting is literally the number one rule. Do all things with love. If someone is sending you bad vibes, negative energy, or cursing you, the biggest shield we have in protection and the strongest thing there is love. You have to have the strongest energy. If you have a strong love and strong energy, none of that bad juju or any of that other stuff can even affect you or enter you. Another thing, which is really important, is if you give it the attention, that's what makes it powerful. Now, a lot of people will say to me, well, how do I know they cursed me? Well, you don't always know, but as an intuit or an empath or having any spiritual abilities in any way, or just being interested in this type of stuff, you have to understand that curses don't have to be intentional. Sending somebody negative vibes does not have to be intentional. A lot of people, when you start to live an authentic life, or you make a concise decision to raise your vibrations or to, better yourself in any way, ego always gets involved. Jealousy always gets involved, because you are searching for or taking steps towards a better life. And let's all be honest here, misery loves company. And so if you have loved ones around you or people around you who see you excelling or moving forward while they're stuck, someone who is not spiritually minded, or someone who is prone to the dark, or has mental health issues, or whatever the case may be, is more likely to try to pull you back down than to lift you up. So how do we combat that? Easy. You raise your vibrations. And I know I've talked to you about this before. Laughter, singing, dancing, going outside, giving it no attention, not allowing it to feed off of that fear that you are cursed, not allowing it to permeate your energy force or your aura and attach to anything inside of you, certainly not a chakra, because you're unhealed. So I'm really struggling today because I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible, but at the same time show you that this is as simple as it sounds. This is real. Law of attraction is real. Manifestation is real. There's this great story or fable or whatever, where there's this man and he's sitting under a tree, and he's being told by someone around him, "You're cursed." He goes, "I'm cursed? I see demons. There's demons everywhere." And all of a sudden, demons start popping up. And he's fearful, and they come towards him, and they're trying to feed off of him. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, there's demons. There's more demons," and more demons pop up. Only for him to look up and realize he's sitting under a wishing tree. So everything that he is putting out into the universe is being given to him. Because, as I've said before, manifestation goes both ways. Whether it's a negative manifestation, like thinking, "Oh, I'm going to go into work today and it's going to be a horrible day and my boss is going to be nasty to me. Well, dang, you've spoken to the universe and you're going to go into work and your boss is going to be nasty to you and you're going to have a horrible day. Whereas if you wake up in the morning and you're grateful and you do all things with love, I mean, you might come into contact with people who are negative and do negative things or say negative things, but it doesn't even get here or here because you're a bright light and it can't penetrate that. So, how do you know if you've been cursed? Does it really matter? How do you know if you have bad luck? Does it even matter? Because if you go on this spiritual path and you raise your vibrations and you elevate yourself just as a whole, it doesn't matter. Because as you build yourself up and as you get to the top, I mean, I deal with it all the time, because I have made a conscious decision that my purpose in life is to help others like you guys wake up and reach your greatest potential. So a lot of times people who see me, doing what I do or putting myself in, ego always gets in the way with people of lower vibrations. And so I'm constantly feeling negative energy around me because I put myself out there. So with that being said, it doesn't matter if you've been cursed. If you go to some psychic and they're saying, oh, you need hundreds of dollars so I can clear you of this negative energy or to clear you of this curse or this heck, no, that's crazy. But there are things such as Reiki masters, who I'm a firm believer in and are professionals when it comes to healing chakra points and overall auras and soul retrievals, like shamans and like that. But they're not going to pull you in based off fear. They're never going to say to you, you were cursed. They're going to say to you, how may I heal you? How may I help you go on this journey of spiritual abundance and health and well-being? How may I assist you, a shaman might say to you, in reaching out to your ancestors? They are never going to say to you, well, any of them with integrity, or a psychic with integrity, or a light worker with integrity, will never, ever, ever try to reel you in based off fear. Because that is not our purpose. Our purpose is here to help you and guide you and to help you heal. It is never to make you feel any fears or any anxieties, unless we are all consciously walking down that path of shadow work. But even then, your guide or your guru or your shaman or your light worker, or whoever you have reached out to guide you and mentor you, will always be on the other side to help you find your own inner power, whether that be an inner goddess or an inner god, to ascend to a higher spiritual level after you've made it through that dark. But it will always be your conscious decision, and it will never be because somebody cursed you. So, with that being said, I hope this helps at least one person. I know that as I have been on my spiritual journey, that has helped me, because if you have negative stuff around you, the more you worry about that it's there, or the more you worry about ghosts and this and that, the more power you give it, because that's what it feeds on. So I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day. And that's my cue. My kids are calling me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.